great question here. She says, quick, maybe stupid question. Let me stop you right there and say to everyone, I see this comment quite often, both on YouTube and on TikTok, where people say this might sound dumb. There are no dumb questions. Now, when you ask a question that you think is dumb and maybe somebody else does, there are trolls that will come in and say, why are you asking such a stupid question? Haven't you watched any of this guy's videos? He already answered it 3 weeks ago, 3 months ago, a year ago. Ask away. Ask every question. I'm happy to ask them as many times as they need to be answered. So there are no stupid questions. There are people too stupid to ask them. So ask away. If we are on carnivore, she asks, why fast? The science behind fasting seems to be fairly set relative to the reset it does metabolically for you. But I fast for a different reason. So I don't want to get into that side of it. I fast for the same reasons that I cold plunge. Cold plunge is good for you. They talk about it. It certainly wakes you up in the morning, gets you going, right? Makes your body fight back, all of those things that it does. There's some arguments about visceral fat and all these different things. I don't do that. I keep things very simple. Everything about me, my diet is simple. My workouts are simple. I'm very pragmatic. I keep things very simple. And for me, the fast is showing myself, I fast about 36 hours once every 6 weeks, that I'm in charge, period. The same as getting into a cold shower in the morning and how much that sucks. And I stand outside the shower door and I cuss at the water and I don't want to get into it. And then I go in and I suffer. And after about a minute, the suffering's over, but the water's still going. And you have to then, you have to then take your shower. And it's easy. And you think to yourself, God, why did I feel like this? I knew ultimately my brain was going to overwhelm I know my brain is always going to try to overwhelm me and tell me not to get in there, and I just have to force myself to get in there, and then your physical reaction to it is what it is, but it's going to go away too, and after a minute, you're like, this is no problem, and you get on about business and take your shower. And then the next morning, it's the same thing all over again. You don't want to get in the shower. Well, the fast is the same way. You get hungry, and I want to eat, and I get hungry. People tell you about, oh, it's so refreshing, and it brings back so much energy, and I feel so much sharper and all that BS. I don't. None at all. I'm hungry the entire time. I'm hungry the entire time. I want to eat. My body yells at me to eat. I have a machine. The machine wants to get fed. I don't change my habits at all. I go work out. So a 36-hour fast, if it's timed correctly, could mean 3 workouts for me in that 36 hours. Typically, it's 2 workouts. So 2 workouts, 2 of my 2.5-hour workouts every day during that 36-hour fast. So I'm hungry the entire time. Well, Jerry, don't work out and you wouldn't be hungry. Whatever. But I'm still doing it to tell me I'm in charge. Just because I'm hungry doesn't mean I have to eat. So I've learned that. I've taught myself that just because I'm hungry, I don't have to eat. And for me, that 36-hour fast, regardless of what your diet is, regardless of what your food, lifestyle, nutritional intake is, I think that a 36-hour fast every 6-8 weeks to remind you that you're in charge has great benefit. It certainly has for me. Great question. Opportunities are everywhere. You got to go get them. Go for a walk.